Hey, Boo!
Hey, Jacoby.
You ready for the greatest joke I have ever heard?
Oh, God.
So I got a new neighbor the other day, and I walked over and I said, "Hey, neighbor, how you doing?" Neighbor said, "Fine." And I said, "What do you do for a living?" Neighbor said, "Well, I'm the new professor of logic down at the university." And I said, "Professor of logic?" And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, what's that?" And he goes, "Well, basically, I can extrapolate a lot of information out of you by just knowing a very little thing about you." He said, "Let me give you an example." He asked me, he goes, "Do you own a lawnmower?" And I said, "Well, yeah." And he goes, "Well, since I know that you own a lawnmower, I'm going to take it that you probably have a lawn, which is attached to a house. And if you're a guy that cuts his grass, it means you probably are married with kids." And I went, "Well, holy shit, that's a lot of information to get out of somebody. That's pretty fucking cool, man." And he goes, "That's what I do for a living." And I thought, that's awesome. Later on down the night, I went over to the bar and I was talking to the bartender down there, and I said, "Hey, man, my new neighbor's the professor of logic." And he goes, What's the professor of logic?" And I was like, "Well, I'll tell you what he told me. Now check it out." So, like, he can extrapolate a lot of information out of you by just knowing just a very little bit about you. And I said, take it for example. "Do you own a lawnmower?" And he goes, "No, I don't own a lawnmower." And I went, "Well, that's probably because you're fucking gay." Ta-da!